Ladies and gentlemen, the one important announcement I want to make tonight is that I'm so happy, proud, and glad to be your brand ambassador for this effort. Now, I have a very important question for you. Are you happy you're here tonight? Good. And I'm so happy because I know I'm standing right in the middle of a very dynamic group of gorgeous people. Wait. Everybody raise up your right hand. Alam niyong ginagawa ko lagi. Everybody, kanan yung right. Kanan. Yes, thank you. Gently tap the shoulder of the person to your right. Look at that person and say, "You look so gorgeous tonight." Kaliwang kamay naman po. Kaliwang kamay. Tap the shoulder person to your left. Look at that person and say, "Huwag kang sinungaling." Now, kilala niyo naman po ako. I always start my talk by asking permission, which I'm going to do right now. Will you agree? Will you permit me to first introduce to you the one and only love of my life? My one and only wife. She comes with me all the time. Lilia is just sitting somewhere here. It's so huge. I don't even know where she is now. But Lilia has been married to me for 36 years na po kami married. Don't clap, you don't know the story. We were steady for 9 years before we got married. And I forgot to marry her. But her father reminded me. Now, kung titignan niyo po yung litrato, ako yung nasa kaliwa. Ako yan. How many among you are married? Raise up your hand. Fantastic. How many among you are happy? Naku, nabawasan. How many among you are still single? Nasa kamay. Explain the reason why. Now, will you allow me to introduce you my kids? In the eyes of the dad, we still call them kids, but they're not exactly young. Guys, why am I doing this? Usana is a family-oriented company, am I right? Well, in the eyes of fathers, they still look like kids, but they're not exactly young. My son Brian is 34 years old now. He's into this Leica photography thingy. He's very single and available. But he's a musician. Siya po ay isang drummer sa isang banda. And together with his Japanese partner, they are now entrepreneurs. They own 4 restaurants called Crazy Katsu. And then my daughter, the designer, she's creating a name for herself. At pagkatapos po, nakikilala na ako na you're the dad of Hannah Kong. And I'm so happy with it. She's doing wedding gowns and cocktail dresses. Ang kanyang specialization po ay embroidery because a couple of years ago we sent her to Paris where she studied embroidery in a school owned by House of Chanel. We have not recovered our investments yet. Mahabang ROI, grabe. And my youngest, Rachel, graduated multimedia arts. She's now working for the best employer in the world, her father. Absolutely no problem with endo and contractualization. The moment she was born, I immediately regularized her. Now, what are we in business for? We are in business. Why? Because business is adding value to the marketplace. And not only that, business is bringing value to you and me and our family, isn't it? And that's why I'm going to ask you a very important question which will form the very philosophy of what I will be sharing with you tonight. How many among you are already successful? Raise up your hand. How many among you want to become more successful? Raise up your hand. Good. Now, you and I have to understand one important thing. To be successful and to become more successful, that is an outcome. Everybody say outcome. To reach your outcome, you and I need the right behaviors. Everybody say behaviors. From where you are to your desired outcome, let me ask you a question. Brings you back to your high school days. What is the shortest distance? A straight line. That means from where you are to where you want to be, you stay focused. Everybody say focus. You stay on the very highway that will bring you from where you are to where you want to be. Does that make sense? Ngayon, ito po ang problema. From where we are to where we want to be, the road getting us there sometimes is full of humps and lumps and bumps. Sometimes the road is under construction. Sometimes may mga potholes. Tama po ba? Now, you stay on track. Minsan, may mga pagsubok, brush the dirt off your body, you stay on track. Minsan, may mga distraction, nakakamali tayo, brush it aside, stay back on track. Does that make sense? But from where you are to where you're gonna be, what do we need? We need a GPS. We need a navigational tool that will help us navigate through uncertain terrain until it gets us to our desired outcome. Are you with me? Yes. Therefore, in the very short time that I have tonight, I'm going to share with you certain things that will serve as your navigational tool to bring you from where you are to where you want to be. Ngayon, ito ang isang mahalagang tatanungin ko po sa inyo. How many of you are watching me and listening to me for the first time pa lang? Taas ang kamay. Ang dami, akala ko sikat ako. Look, if this is your first time, huwag niyong sasabihin to at ako'y naiinis. Marami pong nanonood sa akin for the first time, lagi nilang sinasabi, alam mo yung speaker natin, may kamukha siyang singer.
Kasi
Kita mo, lumalabas na yung mga reaction na yan. I'd like you to take a look at my picture. Ako yan, ha? Ako yan. Take a look at him. Ang layo! Now, take a look at the next picture. Yes! Yan ang gusto ko yung duday, mas wapo raw ako. Ngayon, sabi naman ng mga bata-bata dyan, hindi! Yung isang singer ang mukha. So, let's take a look. Ako yan, ha? Yung picture na yan. Take a look at the next one. Ang layo! Take a look at the next one. Malayo. Diba? Malayo. Ngayon, ito ang aking tanong. Sino ho nakakaintindi gumamit ng Photoshop? Meron bang gumamit ng Photoshop? Sino marunong? So, have you ever wondered with the magic of Photoshop, pagsasamahin natin yung tatlong litratong yan, ano magiging itsura ko? Would you like to take a look? First, let's review. That's Richard, that's me, tsaka si Joe. Pag pinagsama, yan pala ang itsura.
Girls clone.
So, ang ibig sabihin ko po, can we fix this one? Ang ibig sabihin, gumamit ka pa ng Photoshop, mag-computer ka pa, mag-technology ka pa, hindi mo po pwedeng i-fake ang sarili mo kung hindi ikaw yun. You can't fake your way to being successful, am I right? Ngayon, pagsamahin kaya natin yan, kano naman yan, ako'y Pinoy. Sabi naman ng iba, makakamukha ko to. Ano sa palagay niyo? Hindi pa rin. Ang ibig kong sabihin, the person cannot fake his or her way to being successful. Am I right? Raise up your right hand. Tap the shoulder person to your right. Look at that person and say, kaya ikaw, wag kang plastic. Raise up your left hand. Tap the shoulder person to your left. Look at that person and say, speak for yourself. Ito ang isi-share ko sa inyo. Wala nang plastic to, ha? Diretsahan na to. Will you allow me to be very personal with you? Teka muna, if I will be very personal with you, will you allow me to, will you promise me hindi kayo magagalit sa akin? Okay lang? Teka muna, I want to make sure I'm in a safe place. So I have a couple of questions I want to ask you. Sino po sa inyo mabilis magalit katulad ko? Nasa tabi. Liars go to you know where. Sino po? Yan. Ngunit, ang mga tao mabilis magalit, sandali lang, nawawala ng galit. Yan ang katuwiran sa akin lagi. Alam mo, Francis, dapat intindi mo ko. Mabilis na ako magalit, pero sandali lang nawawala na yung galit ko. Ang sagot ko, ganun din yung granada. Sandali lang sasabog, maraming patay. Next question. Sino naman sa inyo kalmado lagi? Laging chill. Nasa kamay. Yan. Kahit galit na galit niya, chill pa rin yan. Alam mo bakit? Mabagal ang pick up. Galit na galit niya, kalmado pa rin. Tapos na issue na kalimutan na, doon pa lang na nakintindi ba? Ito yan, ha? Okay, magagalit sa akin, okay lang? You and I should never pretend to have success if we don't have it. But, ito po yan. If you are successful now, ito na po. Success should be sustainable. Say that with me. Number 2, success should be replicable. Say that with me. Ang ibig sabihin, yung success, tumatagal yan. Ang ibig sabihin ng success, nag-grow mo yan, na-amplify. Am I right? If your success is not sustainable, if your success is not replicable, we have a Filipino word for that. It's called chamba. In this business, marami na hong chumamba. That's why, study the history of the people. Pag hindi tama ang kanilang buhay, hindi tama ang kanilang values, chamba lang yan. Sandali mawawala. And that is a big waste, am I right? And that is the reason why you and I, we need to know the values that will serve as our navigational tool, and that we need to have the right behaviors. So, here's the question. Are you ready to learn? Yes. If you're ready to learn, say, I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Ito na po ang mga bagay na ilalagay ko sa inyo at gusto kong tatandaan niya yan. Ito na po. Principle number 1 about business is this. The curse, ang sumpa. The curse to business is inertia. Everybody say inertia. Inertia. Bumibenta pa naman. Mukhang successful ka pa naman. Pero ang problema, gumagalaw ka lamang sa, what's that word? Inertia. Ano? Sino po sa inyo, nung kayo'y nasa high school, physics ang favorite subject nyo? Nasa kamay. Oh my goodness, what's the matter with you? Physics is a very important subject. Nung high school ako, physics was my favorite subject. I love physics so much, I took it 3 times. If you remember the principle of inertia, ano po yan? Gumagalaw, kumikita, bumibenta, may pera pumapasok, but when inertia is left alone, inertia one day will